get it.
All right, we here. It's another day, another week. I don't even know how to start this community coalition show. Y'all know what time it is. K Wilson Davis. Okay, we got Yiddy. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Y'all good?
Yeah, bro.
Y'all
How you been? How you been?
I was good up until about an hour ago. I was straight. But you know, I think I'm getting old. I am getting old. I think that's what it is with me.
We all are.
Yeah, but y'all not old like me.
I'm sorry, you really make me question how old you are, because I'm
38.
Right, I mean you're younger than you.
I know, but I got like old brain old. Like I'm like
brain fog.
No, I really think I'm getting to that point where I'm like the old man on the porch.
I got old bones old.
Yeah, you know, yeah. But I'm like mentality old. Like when I don't know exactly when that happened. Like get off my lawn. Get off my lawn old. That's me now. Like fist waving. That's me.
You know what? I'll say it was when we started pod.
It might have been, yeah, because you gotta be able to express this stuff. You gotta talk about this stuff now. Like see all the bullshit in the world. I'm like, oh God.
But also you gotta think about it because like I'm sure old dudes would love to have a podcast, to have people to talk to consistently. And you could be like, my kids didn't come see me. Oh, hey, mine didn't come see me either.
I know, but I don't want to get to that point. Like, I don't want to be that guy. Like, my wife beat on me today. I don't want to be that dude. Like, getting verbally abused, and I got a support group to like vent about it. Hey, nah, we're not doing that. So I'm gonna get my life together, and I just got to start practicing what I preach a little bit more too. So yeah, so.
You know what the sad thing is? I totally forgot that we were recording. I thought we were still in pre-production.
Makes for the best podcast, yo. So we here. I just like to see everybody's beautiful faces. Look at y'all. We all back. We all in full force. We here. Hey.
2022.
You got the background. She trying to be in the Bay. Dang.
Me too.
You know, we there. Shoot, the way the weather is out here, I wouldn't mind being in the Bay either. It's like negative 30 over this.
Bro.
I went outside, my feelings got cold. Like, what is happening? Like,
I feel you.
Oh, it took me like an hour to warm up. So we here, but you know, I just think I'm there, y'all. I don't know. And I think part of this conversation I want to have tonight is part of me being there. Like,
okay.
I'm just seeing too much. I'm over it. I think I'm just over it. Like, why? I know people say social media is ruining our lives, right?
That's a fact.
Yeah,
it is.
I know there's a part of it there's a part of it that still I don't want to believe it. Like, I'm tugging on it, like, no, not yet. Like, I know we can be saved still, you know, like I'm on that tip, right?
You don't want to be saved.
I know, don't save them.
She don't want to be saved. Don't say that. No. She don't want to be saved. Come on, man.
But like,
she really doesn't.
Are we doing the J. Cole one or?
Nah, that sound like
Project. Wasn't that Project Pat?
That was on Project Pat album. Yeah. Wow. We're doing Project Pat version.
I think David was doing J. Cole.
No, I was all thinking Project Pat. Like, I don't even think about the J. Cole. I think about Project Pat. Just because Pat is one of my favorites. I'm sorry. You don't get too much more ignorant than Project Pat. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
You don't.
But it's true.
It's true, but I think so. That's where we are in social media. And throughout all the issues I have with social media, I'm eating. I don't care, y'all. I think one of the biggest issues we have, like I personally have, is that we have all this information at our fingertips. Not even just with social media, the internet in general, right?
Mm-hmm. With knowledge,
everything. Like you can generally figure out anything at this point. If you can't Google search it, you can YouTube video it, and look at it and see how it's done.
Right.
To getting information from all these people, everybody has platforms now, right? Online, you don't have to go to like stores and businesses anymore.
Right.
So why don't we use all this information and knowledge to the full extent, why do we continue to half-ass our way through a lot of this stuff? That's say what?
It's easier for them.
I know.
It is. Yeah.
Because don't nobody want to do the work, really.
And there is my problem. But the work is actually easier now.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's funny you say that because when I was in college, that was actually a thing. Like they said, it cuts less time when you do the work yourself versus taking somebody else's work.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't know if their word is correct.
Right.
That's true.
So there's that. Yeah,
you really just have to know what sources to really trust. Because if I am going to a biased media to talk about this person that they hate, why would I go there if they're only going to speak bad about them? Because then I'm going to think bad about them.
But that's the thing. Yeah. So like then it spreads.
Like, yeah.
But okay, let's take something like, I don't know. Let me throw something out there like researching a product you want to buy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's start there. There's a lot of informational stuff. For example, I don't know, a car. Let's say I want to buy a new car.
Okay.
There's a lot of information on the car, the specs, the features, all that stuff. We can go look that up anywhere, right? That's a Google search, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we can also get reviews on the car from other people who own the car. Hey, this is what I think. There's reviews everywhere. Everybody got an opinion, right. They experiences, all that stuff, right?
Not only that, you can like get even more deep. You can get the Carfax and see the history of the car.
You can get all this information about. You could probably figure out what plant the car was made in and built in, if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like you could go real deep with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get expert opinions, people who test drive them and all that stuff, and they consider themselves. Well, go on YouTube. There's 1,000,001 videos for any car you want. They got somebody who's driven it, who test drove it, and give you their first can account and all this stuff. There's this whole wealth of information out there. Why don't we use it? Why do we use it? Or why do we only use one part of it?
It's easier to take somebody else's information.
I know.
I mean, no, not only that, but it's really to just validate ourselves.
I think that's part of it too. Or we have doctors at our disposal. Let's take it to another place. We got doctors, right?
First of all, Google is my doctor.
That's what I'm saying. I want to throw something.
I'm just kidding.
But that's what people do.
Right. But WebMD is going to kill you.
You got cancer or AIDS.
WebMD. You got one lump and you about to die in 6 months. But you could easily go to a professional. Let me go seek out a professional real quick.
Right.
Let me go talk to somebody who's actually studied. I can have a whole conversation with that person, right?
Right.
So why do I depend?
Not only that, you can go to other people and say, "Hey, do you know what's going on with my arm here?" And they could be like, "Oh yeah, it's a rash, or it looks like a rash, or something like that."
But that's what I'm saying. You
can
can
go to a forum and listen to people who are not doctors tell you what it is based on stuff they read.
And that's what kills me. So the forums seem to be the more popular. Right. The secondhand reviews by people who aren't considered experts and stuff seem to be more popular. But it probably takes the same amount of time to access the information yourself. Go seek out the person you really need to talk to. Probably takes the same amount of time and effort.
Mm-hmm.
So why do, as a people, we choose the other option, the secondhand option?
Like I said, it's to validate ourselves.
I know the need for self-validation it's really fascinating. It's fascinating how people just need to they need confirmation, or this is from what they were thinking, their intuition, their feelings and stuff like that, their thoughts. It's I don't know. Why can't we just get people to do research?
Can I tell you my favorite one is the anti-vaxxers?
Here we go.
Because some people will be afraid of the vaccine because of stuff that they read, but like other people, and I ain't even gonna name names, will be like, oh, I don't want to do it because vaccines cause autism. Where did you get their information? Oh, well, my boyfriend told me. Girl, bye.
People will cite all types of places.
Right.
Like, I heard this, I heard that. Not even like the vaccine stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like, I just laugh at people who won't take vaccines, but they'll put other types of crazy stuff in their bodies, though.
Yep.
Like, but you'll take medication for everything else. I know I'm not even gonna get on the whole vaccine anti, because
you'll put chemicals into your body, but you don't. Of course, we don't know or people that didn't work on it don't know what's in the vaccine. But I ask like the person that's right next to you that 9 times out of 10 it's not a doctor. They're gonna say, "Oh, I don't know," but I've heard it helps.
Yeah, nobody knows for sure a lot of this stuff, you know. So it's like, unless you're really taking the time to go seek it out, the information, and I'm pretty sure it's there. I'm pretty sure you can figure out all the ingredients. And I'm pretty sure you can find it. I'm pretty sure it's listed somewhere.
They have it printed. I read it.
Yeah, you can figure it out, right? You know, so it's like, why? That's stressful too. Like, that's got to be stressful to like not be 100% sure of stuff.
People kill me because they'll say that they're hiding all of this information from you, but they really don't. It's printed everywhere.
Yeah,
it's on the internet.
But you just gotta find it.
Or I'm pretty sure if you ask your doctor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So everywhere in life, all facets of life, I'm seeing this. The vaccine stuff, like I said, buying stuff, right. Relationship stuff. It's the same thing.
Oh Lord, don't even. People, I hate. That's why I keep it a secret.
But like, just like relationship advice. So that's the one thing. Like,
and it be people who don't even have good relationships. People they won't give advice. People
relationships be terrible. Or you look at their track record and they have a history of bad relationships.
Right.
But those people.
It's funny you say that because that was just what we were talking about in our group chat. Like, there was a guy who told one of the girls in my group chat, they were like, if a man tells you you're beautiful on the inside and out, that means you're ugly. And he just doesn't have the heart to tell you.
Wait, that's not true.
What if I think you are really beautiful inside and out?
Yes, you could be both.
I was like, please don't listen to him, please.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I try not to be guilty of this too. I ain't gonna lie, I try not to. But like, when people listen to this stuff, just because one person said it doesn't mean it's fact.
Yeah, because she was really in her feelings about it. She was like, does that mean I'm ugly? I'm like, even if you were ugly, you walk around thinking you a bad bitch. That's all that matters.
That really is all that matters.
Yes. We've seen examples of those.
Why y'all?
We've seen that example. Matter of fact, we might have seen that example on the show. Go back,
man. Go back
far enough. Y'all don't even. Yeah, that's archive.
Because
I don't know. Huh? What?
You didn't even see her on the
Wait,
show.
hold on.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What?
I don't. Yandy, you know I don't drive. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
I have no time.
You know I love you.
What? I mean, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it.
My bad.
But you know what though? But her confidence is very high, and
right.
I applaud her for that because you will not tell her she's not a bad bitch.
And sometimes that's all that matters, though.
And
it's how you feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we clearly see these situations work.
Right.
For certain people, it works for them. Right. So why do we keep going back and trying to get validation and all this secondhand information from people who are not experts at this? I'm thinking I'm gonna be completely honest and say there's no true relationship expert out there. There may be people that study this stuff. There may be people that are good with it, but like, because we're all different.
Right.
Because the same thing applies for therapists too. Because
yes.
My friend's therapist told him, like, oh, you should get back with your baby mom because maybe it'll make your life easier, even though he was miserable. My therapist be like, team single all day, every day.
And it's like, I think
that was I mean, I'm not a therapist, but that sounded like terrible advice.
Exactly.
Make your life easier.
Make
Like,
a person go back to a toxic situation and make their life easier.
And that's part of the problem. So it's like, yeah, they're tools, they're resources, but like, there's not a one size fits all for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
same applies for parenting. Because Lord knows, everybody try to tell somebody how to be a parent.
Right.
And it's not the same. So it's like, that's why research is so important. When I say research, I'm saying like pulling information from sources, making sure the sources are credible. Remember the stuff we learned in school that I remember learning when you had to do research projects?
Or type your page.
Yeah. Outside the physical stuff, but like that were, remember, like you had to make but like remember to say like make sure your source is credible.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody tried to scam that at some point in school. Right. You tried to get around that.
Google is not a source.
Yep.
Then they started saying
not a source.
Remember, you had to go to a first-hand source, a place that was deemed as credible.
Primary source.
Primary source. That's what it was. That's the same things apply now. You know, we go into celebrities for relationship advice.
Oh, and fitness.
And fitness is like.
Yeah, it's sad.
But I see, like
just because she decided to get skinny, all of a sudden she a fitness guru.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just fat 3 weeks ago, yelling "Team Big Girl." Now you go to the gym, kill yourself. Good night.
Your stomach automatic. Your stomach just, how you ain't do no sit-ups. What happened there?
You just straight out tummy tuck.
Yeah. And so it's like, but people, this is what people see. And they're more attracted to go listen to those people than the people who are actually saying, like, medically, this is what you should probably do. This may be the best thing for you in your situation based on the information that's given from you. Like, but what we see now. Every celebrity has some type of platform talking about relationships. I love Steve Harvey, but no.
Yo, did you?
About it.
I'm not
Did y'all ever listen to Love Line?
No.
With Dr. Drew?
No.
Yeah, I used to back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm not, but like those guys, like I'm not. And if you go look up, like, I'm not trying to bash you, Kevin Samuels, another one.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not taking relationship advice from people who like.
Don't even get me started on him.
On like, they're not currently married, which means like you've been divorced several times.
But you're the relationship expert.
But you're the guru on this, right?
I never take marriage advice from somebody who ain't never been married.
Education and background ain't even near that either. Like I know, saying I think his background's in like marketing and advertising or something like that. Calls image consulting and relationships are two different things. Steve Harvey, you came up as a comedian, fam. Like everybody has these platforms. Like, but yeah, these are the people.
Books now.
Yeah, and it's like I'm talking about recognized worldwide. These things are widely successful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a credible source? I don't think those are credible sources to be getting this information.
My teacher would be like, nope, do not use nothing from Steve Harvey.
No. Like,
sorry, you can't use a statistic that he made up.
That's another thing, numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me all the time. I always be making up numbers and people believe in it.
They do. You can make up, or even real numbers. You can skew numbers to make it sound good and believable for any situation.
I be like, 75% of dogs bark at 1 a.m. in the morning. People be like, really?
3 out of 5 podcasters actually like each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We like each other.
Yeah.
We're the 3.
But then
that's a real statistic. Run that.
But first of all, see, and
my bad.
No. Because going to the numbers, 3 out of 5 podcasters like each other, right? How many podcasts have 5 people on them? That's what I'm saying. There ain't too many podcasts that got 5 hosts.
Right.
Yeah.
Most podcasts is 1, 2, maybe 3 people.
Right.
So that number right there, that's what I'm talking about. when are we going to start challenging and pushing back and doing research to try to figure out if what we're hearing is true or correct?
Right.
Because so this really came about. I'm gonna tell y'all. Since I started looking at TikTok.
I know
My-
where this.
I'm pulling my hair out. I don't have much hair. I'm struggling because that's what I see a lot of it on. People just be saying whatever.
Right.
Oh, always on TikTok.
Yeah.
They be on whatever. It sounds good. They put a little music behind it, all that. It sounds fun,
I hate that. Can I talk about that? So I actually just got on TikTok, and there could be somebody spewing some wildly outlandish statement, but they have some pop song in the background, like "Call Me Maybe."
So as a professional TikToker, because I've been on TikTok for 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
All right, Hollywood.
Don't pay no attention to them people. Nobody on TikTok. Only the fitness people who are actual true fitness trainers. I do watch their videos. But other than that,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but then even with them, you got to figure out who's who. I know a lot of people since the pandemic started because they became personal trainers. Man, where your little certificate at? Where your certification at?
Because we know somebody that had to actually got their
bump and grind for that too. Like you see the grind he putting in.
You know, Pat, it's funny you say that because I say that about the people who just wake up one day and come out with a t-shirt line and call themselves fashion designers.
Yes,
the ones who actually work hard.
Yeah,
like you ain't got no sense of it. Like,
you know how to make a pattern. That ain't no joke.
I've helped a lot of people in that sense too. Trust me, as a consultant, everybody. I'm trying to. Okay, what was the main thing people wanted to do? It was either they wanted to do a nonprofit to work with kids.
Right.
Clothing line was probably up there, and
there was a thing about flipping the check.
Oh, that yeah. Those them ones, but like they want
that are still happening.
They didn't want to legitimize those. They wanted to keep that on the side, like or what was the other one like trying to free flip the multi-level marketing game. Like a lot of people figured out they saw what they could do over there. They wanted to do it on their own and stuff like that. Like, but like I said, they're not really doing anything credible. So, because my question is, I would always ask, okay, like, how did you figure out you want to do this? Oh, I saw so-and-so do it. Okay, have you talked to somebody who's actually doing it? Have you actually spent time in this industry? Nah, but I know what I'm doing. How do you know what you're doing?
That really just touched my spirit just now because somebody just irked my soul last night. This girl who used to do my nails went to school to be a psychiatrist. That was her dream. Huh? I used to talk to her about styling, right? She did my nails for a photo shoot. This bitch, all of a sudden yesterday, pops up, I'm a fashion stylist. The fuck?
How?
Right. Like you just wake up one day and just say, I'm a stylist.
And that's what's crazy to me. Like it would be one thing if like, okay, I went through this journey, I've put in the work, I know what this entails, I've internship. Like we've skipped all these steps.
Right. And it sucks because the people who are out here trying to grind to get to that point, people just fucking wake up. Sorry, my language, because it make me mad. But people just wake up and be like, "Oh, this is what I want to be," and then make you feel like, "Well, damn, am I doing something wrong?"
Yeah, because
I'm doing it the right way and not skipping those steps.
And then the problem is what we find is that it's not sustainable when you skip steps. And a lot of times, people they may even see a little early success, but then they hit a wall because they're not prepared for something that they should have been taught or trained.
Right.
A lot of times people, they have great ideas, but they have no idea any type of business sense, how to operate a business. They don't take the time to do the research, how to do that. They just think they're just going to jump in here and make millions of dollars.
Well, we saw that with that girl on Instagram. I'm not going to put her name out there, but she wrote a book, a self-help book. but she didn't write the book. She hired people to write the book for
her.
her.
Yeah.
And it turned out that they plagiarized that whole book, and she didn't even think to read the book. And she sold a lot of copies. And now she a fitness guru. I'm like, you ain't learning from the book.
They ain't learn from the book. No. Because all they see is the money. They try and make that money. They think they go. A lot of people see easy come ups. They think it's an easy come up.
Right. They're looking for the moments. They're not looking for the long term.
And that's the problem. But it's like you can't even get moments if you really don't know what you're doing. Like everything you do, there's a lot of details and intricacies to everything, right? Every industry. Because like David, nobody can jump up and say I'm gonna be a music producer tomorrow.
You don't know. I'm barely able to say it now.
And you went to school. You have education in it.
Because they miss all of the steps. They only see how successful a person is. Like I have a friend who's an actual designer. Like sis, she does her own patterns and everything. If people knew how much work went into being a designer, like you can't just wake up and stick something on a shirt and say you a designer. So now you're taking it away from the ones who are actually working hard for it.
It's actually kind of offensive.
And I could talk my shit because I went to school for that.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like people in business, like I run into people all the time, like, what you want to do? Oh, I'm trying to do this. Okay, what have you done? What have you done to earn that?
It looks easy. So
that's what I think. Yeah, like
I really rock with the 10,000 hour saying or mentality, because I'm like, even at the point I am now, I'm still putting in time into this. Like I'm studying like I have to study different aspects of it.
And not only that, so 10,000 hours, I think, what does it say? Like makes you like a specialist or something like that. Like
expert.
I think expert. I think you need more than 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours breaks out to, what is it, like 3 years or something if you do it on a regular basis, something like that. I think it's like, if you break it down.
Really?
Well, I mean, think about the average time a person could spend on something a day, right?
Right.
So let's go through it, because I'm here. I'm here for it.
Get it.
So let's break up 10,000. Okay, I'm gonna try to do some quick math. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm doing. That ain't gonna work.
And nail text.
Yeah. So let's say,
taught, but then go to school and get a license.
Yeah.
They went to YouTube University.
And that's what I'm saying. So like,
yeah, you can't go to
not even just
for that.
But not even just a technical aspect for a lot of things. I need to learn about myself and how I operate within that space too. For example, you got to figure, like for David, when do you do your best work?
2 to 3 a.m.
How long did it take you to figure that out?
It took me a few years to actually figure that out.
You had to learn that about yourself.
Right. I do that at 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah. And I think that's little details like that. You got to learn about yourself. You got other stuff going throughout your day, other things in life, all that stuff. You know, like what's your favorite software, David? You doing music producing? Which one do you like to use?
I like to use Logic Pro X.
Okay.
Because that was the one I was taught in, and it's the easiest to navigate for me.
For you.
Because I've had, like Kenny said, I went to school for this. So I've had to learn how to make things sound decent, or like people can tell that, oh, this isn't good. This isn't something I want to listen to again.
Yeah, but also
like I've had to learn how to make something that someone can listen through.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so to do that, there's other software out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you try the other software?
I did.
Yeah, you had to figure out, I like this one, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. You know,
I just realized that. Right. I just realized that it was this program but with extra steps. So
that took time. Process, right? You know, that's what I'm getting to. Like everything that we do.
It's the same thing with clothes. Like you see all these people now who are all of a sudden selling clothes because they ordering them wholesale off of like Haba Boo Boo. I don't know.
I know. No, I know. Yeah.
Be real crappy, and I'm just like, damn, am I doing something wrong? But it's like, does anybody take the time to learn about the different fabrics? Like you learn that in fashion school. You learn about the different fabrics, the quality. Like I just feel like you should know how to sew because that's how you know if the stitch is right.
Right.
Yep.
Some people just buy the shit and sell it, and you're like, oh, here you go.
Yep. All they care about is what. Yep. They don't know certain fabrics.
Right.
How you manage them, how you take care of them.
Which fabric for a person's body type. Like,
body type.
Right.
Or if you put something on a fabric, how does whatever like material respond to the fabric? You know, all these little details that people, because you never had training, you don't know nothing about. You know, or they get to the business side. This is the biggest part. I gotta buy it from where that means I gotta get it to me. I gotta ship. I gotta bulk wholesale, taxes, international. What?
Mm-hmm.
So then every 5 minutes you hit a roadblock and you're frustrated because you're coming across something you should have learned and you don't know nothing about. You don't know about shipping. You don't know about you don't know about that.
And they go the skimpy route because a lot of these wholesale vendors want you to have like a license and a resale license and this certificate.
Yep, all that stuff. And every state is different. Some states, the wholesale license is easy to get. Some states, it is not. Some states, you have to pay for it. Like, so then people get mad. And this is what happens with people. Then they drop off and they quit.
Right.
And then they looking around like it's somebody else's problem. No, you didn't do the work on the front end. Like, there's a reason why there's formal education for a lot of things. I'm not saying it. I'm not trying to be I'm not the biggest advocate for like, you got to go to college for this stuff. But no, there's probably a form of education for what you're trying to do.
I always say that people should at least take a business class. Like, if you're going to run a business, take a class because you don't know.
Right. Or nothing else. When people start spitting out terms and language that you have no idea what you're talking about, like most people want to do business. What's the first thing that gets them? A contract. And they have no idea how to read or understand the contract. A lot of contracts are still written in Old English.
Right. Contracts
art.
A lot of as you've taught me, you're not supposed to understand contracts. Or the average person isn't supposed to be able to understand the contract.
The average they design them that way.
Read the contracts anyway, though.
And that's the problem. Then when you get tripped up, and that's when people end up in small claims court trying to sue a business, and the business said, "Nope, what contract states XYZ? You ain't read it."
People be trying to do that every day. Like,
hold up. Is this your signature?
Scope of services, time for all this stuff that people just breeze over. People don't know how to read them. Like I said, a lot of the language is over their head. People want to start a business. What's the first thing you got to do to start a business? You got to file documentation in your state.
Right.
Articles of organization in most places. So one pager.
A lot of people don't know, like in Pennsylvania, when you start a business, you got to get a business certificate, register a fictitious name, and advertise in a paper.
Yep.
When you get that. But a lot of people skip them steps.
In the Commonwealth,
yep. It's too expensive.
Or in most states also too, once you register the business, like I said, there's other things you got to register. You got to register with like the business or the comptroller's department.
Right.
So that way you can be taxed properly. Your money, you have to report documentation properly. Right. Taxes. Most people don't realize you guys still got to report taxes. You got to pay. You got to pay this to file.
It makes you kind of frustrated, like the ones who actually put in the work. It kind of makes you frustrated because people are like, "You're not established by now. Why are you missing them steps?" That's what's the problem. Y'all miss some important steps. We take our time to do it the right way, and y'all out here getting rich quick.
But the problem is they don't really get rich quick because what happens? Year one, okay, you make some money. You got to report that. Most people don't allocate their taxes as part of their income.
Right.
Like you just don't pocket all your profits.
Right. Part of my research, but I learned that a lot of small businesses fail because people don't have any knowledge. They just jump out here and get into a business because they want to get rich quick, and they don't make it after like a year. And that's what 2 years tops.
That's what I said. Most businesses, the old stat, they say that most businesses fail within the first 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think by year 1 and 2, you already going down the tubes.
Right.
And then by the time you get to year 3, it's a wrap. You probably owe the state money at that point.
Yeah.
You probably in the hole like a mug. Hope you didn't take out loans because now you got to start paying that back. You probably default on a lot of them things. Mm-hmm. 1 and 2, you already down. You already know it at that point. Bro, unless something catastrophic happened.
Yeah. You remember how long did it take you to turn profit for your business?
I told you almost 5 years.
Right.
Like, and that's because most people say they see a profit, but like you don't account the money you had to put in along the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's me right now. So, my room and supplies.
Yeah, you got nickel and dime it, you piecing it together. You taking your paycheck money to start with the business expenses. So then eventually you start you made a money. Let's say you got a gig, you made money, but you ain't account for everything you didn't already put into this thing. You might already put $1,000 into it. You just made $200. No, you still in the whole 800. You know,
you better make that back.
And that's how you got to account for it. But people don't do it. They don't see it that way. All they see is, I made this $200 real quick. But that's because you've been putting your business together. You got to file all the paperwork, you file all that stuff like that. That goes into your expenses.
Mm-hmm.
And it should reflect that on your documentation you're reporting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but again, we ain't learned that. We ain't trying to learn that. You know, everybody trying to get a PPP loan. Ain't nobody learn? Did y'all learn yet? You see everybody getting locked up yet?
Why would people get PPP loan and not deposit them in a business account?
No, and they getting locked up doing 10 years now.
Thanks to LLC Twitter.
LLC Twitter got y'all set up.
Yep.
Set up. And I'm sorry, I hate to see it.
But you know what? As a person, again, we use the PPP loans. We struggled.
That's why I wouldn't even deal with them.
Right.
They weren't designed for everybody.
I didn't know it was so easy to get one because I thought you had to have like so much documents to show them before you get approved for it. But everybody went out here and got them like it was easy.
Well, because they lied.
That too. A lot of people lied.
And the reason why they might have been easy to get on the front end, because Internal Revenue Service knew there was checks and balances on the back end. They knew eventually you were going to have to report that stuff later.
Right.
So cool, you got them right now. You might have got them right now. But that audit can come in a couple of years.
Right. Or they're going to want their money back.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the start of it. You get that audit letter. Hey, you've been operating about that time. You got to report all this audit. That's a nightmare in itself.
Mm.
And then what happens when you didn't report properly? You ain't got the money. You can't account for stuff. Federal charges.
Jeez.
Fraud. It's fraud. That's why a lot of people getting locked up. It's fraud.
You on Leavenworth.
Yeah. So you might have balled out. What my man Benny say? Balled out for a summer. Next one you locked up.
Yo.
I don't know who that is.
Huh?
I don't know who that is.
Benny the Butcher. Oh, you gotta get him on Benny.
Oh man.
I mean, say ball for a summer. Next one you locked up. That's crazy.
That made me miss the starting five. I'm so sorry.
See.
Yep. Oh man.
So if nothing else, y'all, just you got to take your time and make sure stuff is credible. Make sure you're doing things the right way. There is value in playing a long game and doing it the right way. Right. Cutting corners is not how you're going to get it all the time. It's not. You know, and I know we probably sound like the good guy, honest police, but I don't care. Like,
right.
I've already been called
out now when they was trying to sneak off and get paid through Zelle and Cash App. No,
can we?
Oh man.
So now everybody big mad.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take those payments anymore.
That's why I said now beats are $5.50 instead of
But you know what you did? You probably did what was best because you just included those costs in your prices. Sometimes that happens. You incur new expenses as a business. Sometimes that gets passed along to the consumer because you got to cover your costs, right?
Right.
But now the problem is a lot of people they don't want to deal with it because they don't want to report. So just like we did this a couple pods ago, we talked about this with Cash App and those electronic payments. Right. Now the government is saying no, any transactions over $600, you have to report, which is what it should be. You should be reporting your earnings anyway.
Right.
But now that people don't want to report, then it's not going to accept those payments. We're already starting to see that. We saw that. We saw that. People saying, I'm no longer accepting Cash App as a form of payment and stuff like that. That's lazy. It's lazy.
Inconveniencing your clients because you don't want to take Venmo or Cash App or Zelle anymore. We got to go to ATM and pay them fees.
Right. Which means so you can take the cash transaction and not report it. Seems a little shady too.
Just a little bit.
But also because, some of them, I'm speaking about some of these nail techs, they are running a business without any type of certificate or anything like that. So they can be in big time trouble.
Again, that's shady. That's shady.
Also,
yes.
Does that fall under fraud?
Yes.
That's
yeah. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens. What happens? Somebody get hurt up there. Go ahead and cut somebody's hand off.
Right. If an ambulance is called, the police are called.
But not only that, you're doing something that you're supposed to be certified in, and you don't have the certification. You're suing everybody. That's fraud. That is illegal. It's just like barbers who operate without a barber's license.
Right. Operating without a license.
Yeah. Which it seems harmless, right? And a lot of times it may be until something goes wrong. What happens when your dirty clippers infect somebody's head? Yeah. Like, and again, like if you're going to do stuff, do it the right way.
Right.
I have a lot of people like, oh, I saw a nasty case one time. Lady was operating a home daycare. She was a child care. She was watching people's kids.
Right. You told me about this one. Yeah.
You know, the whole, and I know people do it. People do it, right? Everybody got to go to work. So they had this lady, she lived in the building, and they would pay her cash, and she would watch their young children while they had to go to work. They couldn't afford, the more established daycares because they're expensive. Problem is, one lady in there, I think she had like 10, 12 kids by herself, all ages. One, there's no ratio for that. You can't watch 12 kids as one person. You got anywhere from infants to middle schoolers in that joint. So what happened? Kid got hurt. Now parents are up in arms.
Right.
That lady's in the world of trouble. Everybody was wrong. Hate to say it. The lady's going to catch the L. She taking the L because she was the one operating in home without, you know what it takes to run a daycare?
Why?
You know how hard it is to like the building to get approved and licensing, and every T's got to be crossed. You're working with people's kids.
Right.
That is no joke. So to be doing that illegally and somebody get hurt. So then I know that
lady on TikTok too. Her baby died at a daycare.
Ooh,
that happens at established daycares where people have been. Yeah. So, lady takes the L. Now, what about the parents?
Now they gotta find somewhere else to go.
But my thing is like y'all.
But also, I feel like there's a reputation that like might come with that.
Because they have people who come and inspect your daycare, like
licensing. The states don't play with that stuff. Think about it. I am in charge of someone else's family member, child.
Right.
There's a lot that you have to go through. You have to be certified in a lot of different things. Safety.
Not CPR certified.
CPR first aid. They're my biggest clients.
I worked at, they weren't at all.
Which is, and they used to do a ratio thing. They used to have like, let's say you got 10 staff, maybe 1 or 2 of them had to be certified to cover it. Now a lot of states have changed it. Everybody's got to be certified. Because what happens? Those 2 people ain't never at work.
Right. Because I was the only one and I got it from high school.
Yeah. So they had to change it. Now, all y'all gotta be trained. You need to know what to do if something goes wrong with another human being.
Right.
How do you work with people and you don't know what to do? You don't know how to recognize signs when something's wrong. And people are freaking out. They ain't know what to do. They're not trained, and people are getting hurt.
Right. Or worse.
Yeah, because y'all want to cut corners.
Mm.
And like I said, it's never a problem until something goes wrong. Everybody cool with it. Like they said, they was cool sending their kids to that lady in the apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was cool till something went wrong.
Right.
Then everybody mad.
Mess it up for everybody.
Because, you know, imagine like there was a apartment that caught on fire in Philly and some children had died. It wasn't a daycare, but it was like they tried to blame it on there was too many kids in the apartment. But can you imagine if you sent your child to this woman because, hey, she was cheap and she wasn't certified or insured or nothing, and your kid died in the fire? Like, what?
Yeah,
you was bad too as a parent.
That's what I'm saying. Blame goes both sides. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like you knew that lady wasn't certified. You knew that lady had no business doing that. That's why everybody she was cheaper. Wrong. But it was convenient.
Yeah.
So both people participated. You know, I know it sucks sometimes. I know we're in bad situations, but again, everything cool till it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I'm saying, like, we got to know what we're dealing with around here. And if you're not sure, you got to go ask. You got to do research. A lot of places we go, a lot of places we send our kids to, reputations be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Trust me, I see a lot of these places.
Mm.
That's always my one gauge. When I walk into one of these places, I always ask myself, would I send my kids here?
It's a lot of places you move too. Like you don't want to move.
Yeah.
Now do your research on the school district.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Where you want to live. People will they'll get over on you on a place.
Right.
Well, apartments to houses.
Is this a great place to raise a family?
And everybody lying, insurance agent, the realtor lie to you. They trying to get that sale.
Man.
They trying to get that bread. They ain't tell you 10 people got chopped up in that house.
I think they have to tell you. I think I remember that.
By law now, they have to tell you certain things like that.
They have to tell you
that somebody got shot down the street.
But people do shady business too.
Right.
I had a friend, like people all in together now. The realtor's in with the developer and developers in with the inspector. So everybody get their piece. So they're not gonna tell you if the house is okay. Right. I just had a friend bought a brand new house up the street. I felt so bad for him. Brand new house. House was built. Inspection missed the whole faulty roof, leaky roof. But they moved into a brand new house with a leaky roof. The inspector missed it.
Why didn't they bring their own?
Exactly. But people don't know any better. They don't know them inspectors being together with the realtors and everybody who built the house. Everybody getting their cut. So they in bed together.
Most people who selling houses got their own inspector, but I'm bringing my own.
That's what I say. You ever do a business and they say, "Oh, I got a friend. I know a guy." That's their man.
To my mom, she hired somebody who said they knew the guy, and the guy was a drug addict and destroyed her.
Yeah. I just had to deal with this with my mom. I'm really fighting my mom on this. Her primary doctor has been referring to her to his friends. They're also doctors, but that's his man's.
Yeah, no.
So my mom tried to do that too. My mom don't know any better. Oh, his friend's a radiologist. He's going to refer her to his friend, the radiologist, so he can get his too. Everybody try to eat.
But does she need any of that?
Yeah, but the problem is he might not be the best.
And
so I went with her and I sat and I'm like, this joint trash. But he got the referral because that was his boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to look around and started to pay attention. I had to really go through because she don't know any better. Hold on, wait. His office is in the same building. His office is in the same building. Oh, they all know each other.
Does she need a referral to go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Specialist?
Yeah, you know them insurances. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she got some of them do make you do that where you gotta stay in the same health network.
Yeah. but hers. But yeah, so they was all homies. Because when I'm listening to him talk, he talking like he know him for real. Like they play golf together.
They probably do.
Oh, so I see what's happening here. If I eat, I'm gonna make sure my man eat.
Right.
My lady doctor the same way.
Yeah.
We're the same way.
We would do it, but that's what I'm saying. So like at some point you gotta be like, wait, I'm gonna do research. I don't care if you, because sometimes we can't just go on the strength of what somebody says. Going back to what we were saying earlier, everybody opinion is everybody, you know, but like I'm not just gonna go on what you say because you say it. How about let me research this doctor, let me see what they're about, let me see their reviews, let me go through this, you know.
Right.
You know, I'm a big advocate for research because I was gonna go to that doctor in Virginia because she the best.
Yep. You're gonna make that ride. But
take that trip to Fairfax.
But it might have been worth it. Honestly, sometimes if it's worth it for you, why not?
Right.
I used to go to a dentist who was way out my way. But I ain't feel them shots though. I ain't feel them shots.
I won't let my dog go to just any vet. Like his vet is far.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go to the vet in Maryland because he was black. And they were good.
So sometimes it might not be the most convenient, but it may be better. It may be a better situation for you. And sometimes just a little bit of work, a little bit of research can get you there.
I just had a thought, right? You can't even trust reviews that you see online.
Oh, you can.
Because I watch the Animal Planet a lot. So boom, check it. A lot of those vets on the Animal Planet, the people who write reviews ain't never been to them vets ever in their lives. But they'll write a review based off what they see on TV. Like, well, he's always so good with his clients. I watch his show every day. But then they got these two black vets. They're really good. And they got bad reviews because they're like, well, I think that the show is very boring. Like, you put these men's ratings down because you're not entertained.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
Like, people are really writing reviews based off of what they see on TV. Never been to this person in their life.
Or they just a review. They get paid to do reviews.
True. Oh, YouTubers.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I had a homie hit me one time. Like, hey, yo, go ahead and put something down for my business real quick on Yelp.
Yeah.
I've
seen it happen.
Yeah, dog. I need some reviews. I gotta get my reviews up. Hold me down.
Right.
People do stuff like this. That's what I'm saying. You gotta, but that can't just be the only thing. You gotta really research. You can go visit people before you make a commitment to them too.
Mm-hmm.
Go test them out. Go do a test run.
Right.
You know, and if you don't like it, bounce.
Same with first dates.
Oh goodness. Okay, here we go.
Most people have Yelps on their foreheads.
I mean,
can I do a Yelp review on this person?
I mean, I feel like
now the 10 will not date again.
Especially with women, I feel like that's a thing though, because like, when's the last time you went on a date with somebody that you didn't Google first?
Or look up on social media, I guess.
Exactly.
Stay on any social lurking.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you have to nowadays.
Now we need to step it up a notch. They need Yelp reviews for men.
He was trash. The D was trash. 1 star.
Then dude will make a fake profile to just leave that one review. That's good. That's great.
There's a lady on TikTok who actually has a book. Like, she organized this book and listed all the things she liked and did not like of all the men she's ever been with. First of all, who has the time to do that?
I was gonna say that's a lot of time.
But I mean, she's just got a whole book.
And my thing is, when did she write the review? After they break up?
Yeah, she writes the review
Probably.
after they sleep with each other, or after the date. She just writes down things that he did.
And she got game film too? She got game film. She watched it running it back. I ain't like that. I ain't like when he said that. I ain't like that move right there. I like that.
You see that move right there? That was sloppy.
Yeah. But my thing is, again, if I'm going to sit here and say do research and do stuff, like, I can't knock the hustle. But what's the goal? If they already gone, if you ain't have a relationship with, if the relationship is over,
So her friends can call her and be like, "Hey, listen, do you know Paul?" She's
Damn.
like, "Okay."
Hey,
Page
yo, I know.
16.
Hold up. What's the first initial of his middle name?
Damn.
Like, let me look. There's Paul. Now, me, I'm good for research because my friends always ask me to go look into somebody. Look, I can find they married, where they registered. That's actually, I found out where some dude worked that she was beefing with, and I found out where his wife worked.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
No mess with Yandy.
Nah. Don't do that.
I've been drowned out for you.
I'm good at what I do.
But hey, do the research. Only thing now is maybe she could pay for it.
Right.
I wish I could. Pay me my worth.
Hey,
Catch a
dark web,
nigga.com.
dark web might be for you.
I don't know. There's too much stuff on the dark web that I don't want to see.
No, I can't. Not the dark web. I mean, look, I'm just saying, if anybody want to do research on a man, just hit up Yendi.
Yeah.
Come with that bread. Half
Right.
up front, half when he get caught.
Right.
Right. And I'll help you roll up on him.
Yep. See, that's it.
Oh no, that's extra.
Now
That's extra.
we got a la carte services now. See, oh man, we got a whole menu of services.
You gotta pay for gas.
Yeah, mileage. If you wanted to swing first, that's an extra fee.
You can go on mission. What you need?
Go fishing. Yep.
Man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at that. We got a whole business right here. Look at that. Look at this.
Because I got you.
See,
it's like catfish, but like you have hands.
You know what? I really want to work for Catfish. I swear I would be good at it. I'd be like, oh yeah, let me look at his. Like, remember, somebody wrote me a poem and I Googled it.
Yes.
I totally forgot about that.
And the poem. So what?
Poem.
Yeah, it was a famous poem, wasn't it?
Yeah, a famous religious poem.
Yeah.
Be original. Be original.
That's my thing. Can't be roses are red. So boy, I wrote that. Ooh, people, y'all.
Roses are red, violets are blue. How about we go on day number 2?
Oh God.
Yeah, you ain't getting a call back after that one. No bars. No bars.
Andy, you wouldn't.
No.
Let's say.
No.
Remember the Sandman on Apollo? He used to come out there with the cane.
That'd be the dude who wrote that. That'd be the dude that said he a rapper.
Working on his mixtape.
Not the mixtape. You bars are trash, dog.
Bars.
Yeah. All right. So nothing else, y'all. Do the research. Y'all know what time it is.
Yep.
I know we haven't done Bob's and Karen's in a while. Do we have any?
We got some. I got the clipboard. Let's go.
Clipboard time. What up?
All right. So there was an undercover cop. I missed the place of where it was, but whatever. There was an undercover cop that was harassing a dude that for literally no reason. I think what was going on was that someone got caught. Like someone, I think there was like someone that got caught with drugs, and then I think dude was like going by, and then he was kind of stopped, and then they kind of started questioning. The cops started kind of not questioning. It was more of like verbally assaulting.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty.
So hold on, the undercover cop was questioning them. Okay. Let me guess. The undercover cop was white.
Yeah.
Okay. So so what happened? What was the outcome?
The video kind of cut.
Okay. So I guess they just called the cop. Okay. I see. All right. What else we got?
There was a woman trying to fight. Y'all saw the video of the woman trying to fight back at a trying to fight a black man, where her husband was there too.
Yeah.
It was like a whole couple. They were
In
like
the
trying.
hotel.
Yeah,
I saw that, and the husband got snuffed out real quick.
right.
Yeah, so it looked like, I think that's the video I saw where she moved out the way right now, right
'Cause she
last
tried
second.
Right. He got
And
one and done.
Yeah, because he didn't see it coming.
The comments though was the
Comments were
Yeah.
great.
That was she set him up. She set him up for that. That's why boyfriends, husbands, yo, like, figure out why she's popping off first before you step out there.
Right.
Like, you might have to reel her in. She might have been the wrong one before you set yourself up and get mollywopped like my man did. He didn't even know it was coming because she was in the way, popping off. And I guess she saw him about to swing. She moved out the way.
She grabbed dude. She tried to gouge dude's eyes out.
Yeah. So.
And she grabbed his face.
Yeah. And that might, like, relationship should be over. That's all I'm going to say. Like, he should leave her. She gonna get him, like, she gonna get him killed. Like,
right. All right. There were some mask protesters in New York and apparently, like, they were protesting against the mask mandate, and it was funny. They said that there were some that were wearing MLK merch.
What?
Make that make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. With this whole thing, everything, I don't know. At this point, just like,
everybody and their mama got COVID, and we really fighting about wearing a mask. Literally, everybody got COVID.
Right.
I told you, didn't I call this last year?
You did.
And I said, the issue with the mask is going to be this whole social uproar. It's going to be a big issue socially.
Right.
That people don't want to wear masks. It's not about the medical science behind it. It's the nature of people.
Right.
You could tell someone the sky is blue and they will have a beef with it. Mm-hmm. Just because you told them. Yeah. You could tell someone don't walk over there, and just because you told them not to walk over there,
don't tell me what to do.
Yep.
Right.
It's crazy. Like, that's why it's like, it's hard to herd the masses.
And you shouldn't have to, because it seems like the logical thing to do.
Human beings are not logical. I hate to say it. Like, we're not logical. We're irrational. And then you see why in other countries they take that right away from people.
You ever seen that movie, Don't Look Up?
I haven't seen it yet, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, watch it, because that's exactly what would happen in this world.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, other countries, dictators, one thing about dictators, they figured out how we're going to control these people.
Right. Yeah, that's the one thing I've been thinking about. Like,
and what do? They take away the freedoms, the liberties that people think they have. That's why other countries, they got some of this stuff under control, because they was like, no, we not doing this, and you ain't got no choice.
Right. Mm-hmm. You gonna stay inside, or we gonna shoot
you. Yeah. I don't agree with it. But I'm saying we have a lot of freedoms in this country. And I know as a black man, we say that. I'm not talking about like black, white fear and like freedom and all that.
Right.
We almost got close to one of them dictators.
Yeah,
we almost got close to that happening.
You talking about the Cheeto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Cheeto had his way, if he really got his way, we would have been on some stuff.
No, we would have been already in Canada freezing our butts off
if we had made it there. No, I'm just like, if you look at
citizenship in Canada,
if you look at other parts of the world and how they treat people that live there in their countries, they don't move around and say what we say. People in other parts of the world get murdered if you say something ill. Like, you speak bad about the government, they don't find you anymore. They come snatch your whole family up. You don't wear, let you not wear, like, what? Let you go against what they say over there. You don't come back home. You know, so like we be going back and forth with masks and stuff. What you gonna do today when they be like, nah, son, we sick of y'all talking. Like, you know, your parent, we like, you know, you ain't gonna keep talking back to me. What you say?
And don't let it happen in public.
So I mean,
Yo, Kenny, have you ever been whipped in public?
No, I wasn't stupid. No.
Indy?
Mom knew better.
Oh, I did not.
No,
I knew better.
But so you say, okay,
I did not.
Ricky come in here and beat me
live on pod like this.
Right. Like you ain't
right.
I wonder if that'd be a first. You take an ass whooping on the podcast. Like, I'm definitely posting that video. I'm sorry.
Getting her ass beat on a podcast by her mother.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would name the podcast ass whooping and everything. Like, oh my goodness. Like,
I can't do it for the pod. I can't do it for the pod.
I might even cut out the whole first part of the pod. Just go straight to the ass whooping. That's the pod right there. Just get your ass beat. It's over.
You know what the sad thing is? People are gonna find that and they're gonna slow it down. They're gonna add a logic.
They're gonna add music to it.
We would go viral. You know, they don't like the truth telling. So we had to resort to that ignorance. Oh my goodness.
They were like, story time. I gotta be on TikTok telling this story while talking smack about my mom on the podcast.
You can't narrate your we get you to narrate your own ass whooping too? Oh man. Oh man.
I'm so down. But also, like, there are gonna be people on TikTok talking about, like, oh, you see her form? That's how she got. That's
that might be me. That might be how she cocked it back at a 45-degree angle, and the force and the velocity of the ass. Sorry, that would be classic. I ain't gonna lie. All right, that's how I know. We got any more Bobs and Karens? I think we're done.
Hold on, we got 2 LAPD. So this is this one is the weirdest one. 2 LAPD cops were fired because they were playing Pokemon Go instead of responding to a robbery.
Damn. What do you say to that? First of all, who still plays Pokemon Go?
That was my biggest thing.
Wait a minute.
I thought that died years ago.
Remember, I told you when I was in Cancun, dude was playing Pokemon Go.
You did, but also,
what I'm saying,
it's 2022.
I thought Pokemon Go, like, they ain't catch them all yet. Like that was like 5 years ago. Right. I thought y'all got them all. I thought that game was over.
That's the whole thing. Got to catch them all.
Oh, but I thought that happened. So I don't know.
Yo.
Catch them all.
You know what? I'm done. I don't even...
Yeah.
Gotta log out.
Okay.
They ain't catch them all, yo.
They ain't catch them all. No, apparently not.
Still, you hear that? They're still out there.
Apparently, got cops still chasing them. How you gonna chase Pokemon and not chase people?
That's a damn shame.
It is. It is.
So I think that's all we got. I am like, I'm done. All right,
if you don't like it when your police are playing Pokemon Go instead of getting the people that robbed you,
I know.
What kind of
Squirtle is more important in your life?
Right.
Damn shame.
Oh, it was a Snorlax.
Oh god, see, I don't even know all the names. I just know like Pikachu and Squirtle. That's all I know. Like I ain't never played that game. Maybe because I'm grown ass.
Charmander's my favorite.
See, I never. That was.
Mm-hmm.
Charizard gang.
That was. I think Pokemon was like after, like I was after all that. I was too old to really jump into that. You
Well, you're
know,
not an anime watcher, so you know.
but I mean, it
That's
came on the cartoon. I mean, how old was I when Pokemon started coming on?
Tsunami.
But if you were a fan of anime, you're never
Yeah.
too old.
But see, I know people have gone back and watched anime. Like, I think anime didn't hit the hood. I think I was too old. I was getting too old for that. Like, I was just past my wave, you know? Like I said, I know a lot of adults who've gone back because it's popping.
Right.
Because
it's important.
Yeah, but like, at the time, like, I was probably already like.
Pokemon came on when I was in middle school.
Yeah,
was it
something like that?
It used to be a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, see, I was doing other things at that point. So yeah,
you weren't there for the Saturday morning cartoons.
I mean, by the time I got to high school, nah, I wasn't. Like, plus they had died off for a while too. Like,
that's true.
Once the Ninja Turtles and stuff started fading, that was kind of a wrap for me. I figure what came on after that. I don't even remember. Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right.
Not COVID.
Not COVID. All right. I ain't trying to catch COVID over Zoom. All right.
You been tested?
Next thing gonna be
my insurance is like, listen, says you got one more time.
It's a damn shame. You can't win with this.
Oh, absolutely not.
$180 if you get a rapid test. $120 if you get the basic test.
You got paid?
Oh, I ain't have to pay. I had insurance.
I was like, yeah, down here they trying to give them away down here. I know the school system. They was like, come get your test.
Okay.
Come pick it up. Yeah. They have issues. So, all right, it's getting late. Community Coalition Show. Y'all know what it is. Y'all find us every week around this time. I don't know. We here. We might not be. You never know with us. Like,
yeah.
Don't let me be tired. Like, I'll catch you next week. You never know. So, we brought to you by the Black Squirrel Media Network.
Yep.
You know,
Black Squirrel.
Check out all the podcasts. If you don't know, just go check out the website. You know, you'll figure it out.
Right.
Might be something for you over there. I know it's a horrible promo, but I don't care. That's all I got right now.
Right.
It's been a long day. So, to all y'all, humans, baby birds, whoever y'all are, till next week, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Peace.